Coverage you can count on begins in Plains, Georgia, where people from all over the country are heading to the small Georgia town to pay their respects to President Jimmy Carter, who died earlier this week. Brad Means has more.
It is certainly setting up to be a very special weekend here in Plains, Georgia, a chance for people to come and pay tribute and to celebrate the life and legacy of our 39th president. People coming from hundreds of miles away to honor 100 years of life. Jimmy Carter and his hometown are part of a journey that so many just had to make.
My first presidential election was voting for Jimmy Carter, and it was just, so it's a good moment.
It's almost a surreal type feeling being here. I visited here before, and it's hard to believe I'm visiting here now, and he's not here.
Paula Spear's appreciation for President Carter runs deep. At one point, when she was little, that respect extended to a furry friend.
I had a kitten that I named Jimmy Carter when Jimmy Carter was elected governor of the state of Georgia.
Was he a great cat?
Yes, he was. Ended up being a female, but I still called her Jimmy Carter.
They used to be. Okay.
Philip Kurland has run the Plains Trading Post for 30 years.
We're the largest retail political memorabilia dealer in the United States.
He credits Carter for boosting business in a big way downtown.
So things have never been this good in Plains, and we expect, since it's going to become a presidential burial site as well as birth, plus we've been a national park for 4 years. We're very optimistic for the future.
There are people of all ages here, even those who were born decades after Carter was in the White House.
I think looking back at all the former presidents we have today, he stands out as the one that has continued to work for a better America, but also a better world in general.
London Wallenweber asked his mom to drive him more than 800 miles so he could be here. Mom's a social studies teacher and was more than willing to be part of an experience you won't get from a textbook.
Carter has always been somebody that's come up as such a great role model. He might not have been the best president we've ever had, but he's the best former president we ever had.
Lots of sentiments and signs of the former president's prominence and impact here. A man who touched a lot of lives over the past century.
It's very nice. It's very satisfying. I feel, that I did something for him.
And ceremonies will get underway Saturday morning just after 10 o'clock. The former president's motorcade taking one last lap around Plains, Georgia, before heading on to Atlanta and ultimately Washington, D.C. for his funeral next week. In Plains, Georgia, I'm Brad Means, WJBF News Channel 6.
For all the coverage from this week in Plains, as well as all of the details about President Carter's state funeral, just go to our website, WJBF.com.